Hello, wonderful singers, and welcome to your Kovo vocal exercise of the week. I'm Dr. Julia Nielsen, the founder of Kovo, short for Community Vocalizing, where our mission is to advance singers' vocal health, fitness, and longevity by providing creative vocal exercise routines. Now, in addition to our general twice weekly 30-minute vocal exercise sessions, Kovo provides weekly 45-minute workouts that focus on a specific theme or concept in vocal technique. And this week's workout was on the topic of legato. Legato is one of the most expressive and defining characteristics of the singing voice. It's what allows phrases to unfold seamlessly with each note connected smoothly to the next. So one of my favorite quotes about legato comes from the famous Italian voice teacher Francesco Lamperti, who wrote way back in 1884, "Without legato, there is no singing. The two things that render the human voice superior to every other instrument are the variation in color and the power of legato." Isn't that a great quote? But legato doesn't happen automatically. It requires continuous, well-managed breath flow that avoids sudden surges, drop-offs, or unnecessary interruptions. The real question is, how do we achieve that? One of the most effective ways to train legato is by using breath pacing tools that require a steady, body-connected exhalation. We practiced 3 of these tools during last week's exercise, which was called Steady as You Flow. If you missed that one, you can find a link to it in the description below. But this leads us to our vocal exercise of the week this week. Steady as You Flow 2. It's not so much a vocal exercise as a way to turn any phrase from your actual repertoire into a vocal exercise, specifically a breath pacing exercise. I encourage all my students to use phrases from their repertoire as vocal exercises, and that's exactly what we modeled in this week's legato class. We worked with a beautiful English folk song, The Turtle Dove, in an arrangement by Ralph Vaughan Williams, and we used it to apply several breath pacing tools that lead to legato singing. And right now, together, we are going to layer these tools onto a short 2-phrase excerpt from this folk song, The Turtle Dove. So first, let's listen to the phrases. But before we sing it, we will start exactly the way we did last week. We will hiss for the duration of the entire phrase while I play. We'll take a breath where we would be taking a breath if we were singing. So hissing isolates exhalation, helping you to experience a steady, even stream of energized air. No sudden pushes, no weakening at the ends of phrases, just smooth, continuous flow. So let's hiss together while I play. Here we go. Let's do that again. Make sure you're hissing with good energy, not wimpily, not viciously. Now, we're going to sing this excerpt on a lip trill. The lip trill, like all buzzes, creates gentle back pressure and helps you to regulate airflow while supporting consistent vocal cord vibration. Now don't worry if you cannot sustain a lip trill, you can roll an R instead. And if you can't sustain that either, no worries, you can do the hissing version again. Let's try that again. And if you have two different buzzes available to you, why don't you try another one? Next, we're going to transition to a voiced fricative, v, the voiced V, which moves us one step closer to full phonation. This sound is slightly less occluded than the lip trill, meaning your vocal cords have to engage more actively to sustain sound. So try to keep the airflow even and unbroken, just as before. That one more time. And now we will sing the phrase on a single vowel of your choice. A, E, I, O, U, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. Just keep the airflow smooth and steady like in the previous steps. Let's do that again. You could try another vowel if you like. Very nice. And now, finally, we will sing the phrase with the actual lyrics. After all, that's where we all want this breath pacing work to show up, right in the music itself. So I want you to feel whether and how the breath support you've been training carries into the legato phrasing of the text. Now, we're going to put everything together in sequence, hiss, buzz, V, single vowel, and then the lyrics, one right after the other, keeping everything just as steady in your breath flow as we move from one step to the next. So, let's first hiss. Now This week, I encourage you to take a phrase or two from your own repertoire and apply the same steps. Now, if you would like to access the complete 45-minute legato workout that I mentioned, it is available on demand through March 10th, and you can find the link to order access in the description below. If you enjoyed this exercise, we've got more for you. During February, all of our general 30-minute vocal workouts will be devoted to breath, and we are exploring different aspects of inhalation, body connection, and the breath pacing that most singers call breath support. Kovo provides these twice weekly general vocal workouts live, and we would love to have you join us. These sessions are absolutely free. We meet on Zoom every Monday and Wednesday from 6 to 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, and instructions on how to request our free Zoom link are in the description below. If you would like the next vocal exercise of the week to show up directly in your email inbox, you can find out how in the description below. And finally, singers, remember, regular vocal exercise is crucial for your vocal health, fitness, and longevity. Every time you show up at Kovo, you're going to get a creative vocal workout, expert coaching, and a community of friends to practice with. We'll see you there.